Who's that? Who that is?
There's a special guest at our doorstep. You're invited. Exclusive to Good Hope FM.
All right, Cape Town, welcome to the Lunch Club. C Squared in the building, holding it down on a Wednesday. We have a conversation with a very special guest. Today is no different. Now, today we talk about an artist whose voice doesn't just sing. She is a storyteller. She moves generations. She has become part of the soundtrack to our lives in the mother city and Africa all together.
That's right. So it would be great if my mic was on. Let's start that again.
Hi.
That's right. We're talking about somebody incredible. You may know her from her freshly ground days, global stages, timeless hits, and that unmistakable voice. And there is more than just being a solo act. This is a deeper, more intentional, rooted in a woman, an artist, and also a storyteller that we're about to get into.
So we're talking about new music, new collaborations, and a whole new energy. And we promise you, you are going to feel this. We want you to put your hands together as loud as you can for the one and only Zolani Mahola.
Hi. Hello, everybody. Hello.
Zolani.
Hello. Hi, Carissa.
Oh my gosh. We have not stopped smiling since the day I think that it was confirmed and we found out that you're joining us in studio.
Bless. I'm so
we
pleased.
have been fans of you. I mean, growing up listening to your music, that iconic voice that to this day I think gives goosebumps to the entire nation. But now you are embarking.
Goosebumps for the nation, guys.
Sorry, not the nation, the world.
Yeah, we all feel it. We all feel it. Zolani, it's been so beautiful just witnessing your journey over the years, and I think as a counterpart, as a fan, as a supporter, I think all around now getting to spend time with you in this space, it truly is a privilege for us on the Lunch Club today.
It is.
The privilege is mine.
Oh.
The privilege is mine.
We'll take that.
Take
we'll
it.
That,
take it. Guys, take it. Take it.
Now that you're embarking on this new journey, I want to hear every single detail. How different does it feel now waking up as a solo artist, truly performing and also pursuing what sets your heart on fire versus, for example, being part of a band?
Yeah, it's been really amazing. So I had 17 years with Freshly Ground, and we produced 7 albums, and we played with ridiculous people. I'm talking Stevie Wonder.
Come on.
I'm talking our people of Vusimathlasela.
Sure.
I'm talking of the late Oliver Mtukudzi. Of course, being on stage with the late great Miriam Makeba, the late great Hugh Masekela, and then contemporaries, like Chad Saaiman.
Come on.
Excuse me, sharing such stages, and like just being a part of the fabric of society has been a beautiful thing. So all of that ended for me at the end of 2019. I realized that I needed to just go on another journey and discover my Zolani Mahola's voice, her solo voice, and that has been now a process of this is my 6th year, like 2020, from 2020 up until now, and it's been a very transformational journey. Lots of different music explored.
So tell us, Zolani, which parts of you right now in this era do we get to experience that we didn't experience before within a band? I mean, I'm in a band as well. I understand the setting of sacrifice, the setting of compromise, and so forth. When you are alone, it is a different experience, right? Albeit lonely sometimes, but I think altogether it is beautiful. What do we get to see from you now that we didn't get to see before?
So, Chad, in as much as it's Zolani Mahola, I'm never alone. I'll never. I play very well with others, and so even as I was exiting Freshly Ground, I went into a creative group space as well, and that space was a space that was held only with women.
Beautiful.
And that was so healing on so many levels. Man, there's something about just being with women that is just like, it just brings a calm to my spirit, man. It is just so beautiful just to be supporting each other, lifting up each other's voices. So that space was very free and very fluid. The difference between that time, that kind of exploratory time where I even underwent a different name, the one who sings.
Yeah, we remember that.
Thank you very much. The one who sings moment. Is that now I have taken back the name Zolani Mahola. The difference is that I have taken all of the work that has been done with the Freshly Ground. I've taken all of the work, the soul searching work that all of us individuals have to do, and I'm standing on my own 2 feet. I'm recognizing my power, guys.
Now, doesn't it feel good?
It feels good, Carissa. It feels good.
I can see it in you as well. I mean, you've always been a force. You've always been a powerful woman. I've seen you as Freshly Ground, the one who sings as well.
Yeah.
I got to introduce you at a stage, I think at the CTICC. It was an incredible time. And now to see you in this era as well. Girl, I cannot wait. You've got some new music coming.
I do indeed.
You
I've
need
got
to
some
tell
new
us
music coming,
all around this collaborations, the creative
will.
process. Please get into it.
I sure will. So this body of work will be my second solo release, but my first solo release was under the one who sings, but you can still find it under Zolani Mahola everywhere. And that was a very delicate kind of exploration where it was kind of it was delicate, but I also did some collaborations with Sanel musicians that were really successful and really was very potent for me. This body of work is again all written by me, like with Teta Mama, and I've collaborated with all sorts of people. It's a very Cape Townian experience. I've got Brasassins on this, that jumped in on here. I've got collaborations within the Western Cape with a choir that's from a township called Zolani.
No way.
In Ashton.
Wow.
Zolani, you've got your own space in the Western Cape.
Where two guys. And so the Zolani Youth Choirs come in. I've collaborated with a Grammy-nominated producer called Hannah V.
Hannah V. Yes.
We know Hannah because she loves South Africa and she's collaborated with a whole lot of South African musicians. And that's how I met her. I met her when she was working with a guy called Monga K.
Yeah, we know Monga.
Monga. So Monga has had some writing with me on this album. Jimmy Nevis has had some writing with me on this album. I've featured the late great Bravo Leroux on this album. Oh man, what a superstar! What a gentleman. He was like Mini Mandela, guys. He had that energy and what a flow. Man, that boy could spit. So I'm so pleased that we've got him on Cosa Nostra that we're going to be releasing as our first single. And then of course we've got Ricky van die Frontline.
Shout out Ricky.
Collaborated with Ricky on a track with Ricky and with Jimmy on a particular track called The Geck.
Sure.
Mini case.
The Geck, guys.
I literally got goosebumps as you were running through that because I'm imagining the sounds, the feels, the vibes of all of those artists and yourself coming together in a studio.
Yes.
And I'm glad that you gave Bravo his flowers now as well. He truly is like a Cape Town original. We all knew him in our personal capacity.
We did, guys.
We did,
and he made such an impact
hugely
on everybody that he came across. Everybody.
Hugely. He's touched so many lives within his short life.
And you know what? I think he also touched people, whether it was with music or without. I think just the humanity of what he carried was just so beautiful, man. Zolani, so this album sounds incredible.
Exactly.
It sounds like a mixed masala.
It is.
You know?
And there's something, about this mixed masala idea, not to steal from the Freshly Ground reference, but I've always been a fan of putting together different elements.
Yes.
Whether it is different genres or whether it's different people that you wouldn't necessarily have thought would come together. I mean, that is South Africa, boom, in one. You know what I mean? We are different people coming together and who must come together even more and more and more, particularly now. So the name of this album is called People Power.
Wow.
My favorite kind of peas.
Yeah.
I like that.
People power, guys. We must recognize not only our individual power, but we must recognize our collective power as people.
Collaboration is a big C word.
Yeah, the spirit of Ubuntu coming together musically, just so incredible.
Like in reality.
Yeah, as it should be. I think, growing up, sometimes we get taught that things are supposed to fit a certain way.
Yeah.
You play games like Tetris, this part must fit in that part. Or, but I think if we unlearn certain things that we know, we can throw anything together that doesn't necessarily on paper need to fit, but will still work out. And we cannot wait to hear some more music from your side. All right, Zolani Mahola is in the house. Zolani, you feeling good today?
I'm feeling so good, Chad.
I'm still hyped from that mix of the snippet.
You and me both.
Every time I got used to a song, it moved to another one, and my beats per minute, my watch went off saying, your heart rates.
So that's enough exercise for today. You've officially closed the circle. But what a cool vibe, man. Also representing so many sounds of South Africa, which I really appreciate. And we can't wait to see it all played out as the year develops. But Zolani, right now we want to have some fun with you and do a round of quick fire.
Oh, wonderful.
You know it. Don't think about it too much.
Okay, great.
Okay, here's the first one.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Ooh, okay, wait, how do you like your coffee?
Just with some milk.
Just milk, no sugar,
milk.
no nothing.
Just milk.
Okay, I like it. Not too fancy. A studio session or a live stage performance?
Ooh, live.
Okay,
Live.
okay.
Live, guys.
Morning person or night owl?
Morning.
Oh, I love
I can
that.
see Zolani's a morning person with a smile and her energy.
Waking up to
She
that?
wakes up smiling.
Oh,
Do you, Zolani?
Listen as the years go by. But yes.
I'm not mad at that at all. Okay, one word to describe this new era that you're in.
Fresh.
Love it. A dream collaboration, local or international. And when I say dream, I don't know if you
Thandi
still
Shamazwai.
oh, come on.
Oh, there. I mean, immediately.
Done.
And that's going to happen.
It's gonna happen. I mean,
Yeah.
I listen every few years. I keep knocking on her door. One day she's gonna say yes. Hey, King Ta.
No choice but to. I've got to ask you, a song that always makes you emotional.
The song that comes to mind is a song that's on my album. It's called Bush Melodies.
Okay.
And I wrote it when my mother-in-law was passing. She was ill, and it was a year on after my father had passed.
Sure.
And it's around kind of really acknowledging the people who we come from,
Okay.
and the impact that they've had on our lives.
Oh,
We stand on the shoulders of giants.
We stand on the shoulders of giants.
Yeah.
special.
Yeah.
Tell us, Zolani, a Cape Town summer or a Cape Town winter?
Hi.
It's an easy one, eh?
I mean, hi guys.
Some people like the rain.
Time. Summer game, you can't beat it. Except maybe somewhere in New York.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah.
really? I've never been.
Ooh, but go,
Oh,
girl.
yeah.
Not
Ticket
right now.
booked. Nah, ticket booked already.
Go to America right now.
You're right.
Just wait.
If not music, what would you be doing?
Acting.
Okay.
Why not do both, Zolani?
Oh, thank you very much. What a good idea.
Yeah.
What a great idea.
We want to see you on our screens more.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've been on them screens acting, and that's what I thought I was going to do with the rest of my life. But
Wow.
then music just kind of
Yo.
came and took me.
And you have to honor the calling. I mean, what
Exactly.
else?
So, Zolani, on the Lunch Club, we have the blue book of the Lunch Club. And in this book, there's questions from many artists. And the way it works is that last week's guest leaves a question for this week's guest
Lovely.
without knowing who the guest is.
Understood.
So, I mean, in this book, if we go through it very quickly, we have youngster CPT, David Kramer. We have Mark Lotting, Sean
Okay.
Bartlett. I
Okay.
mean, let's just
Okay.
name drop. But
All
anyways,
of our
so,
people.
yeah, so I'm going to hand over the book to you. There's a question
It's
here
means.
from one of the greatest sports people in SA, Babalwa Latsha, from the Lady Springboks.
Okay.
She was here
She was the
last
captain
week.
of the Lady
She was the
Springboks.
captain, and she has a question for you. Check it out.
You'll ask the question and then you'll.
And
let
the
us know.
question is, what is the one thing you would change about your field? The one thing that I would change about my field is that I would make it more streamlined. I would make it more easy for people to know how to make it in the industry. Like I would make it so that there's like steps that you can
Yeah,
follow,
yeah.
because every single day there's so much talent in our country, Chad, and I know you probably get this
Yeah.
a similar thing. Is people ask, how do you get into the music? And unfortunately the answer keeps on changing because the music industry itself is fluctuating, but there still must be a way to regulate our industries more.
Yeah.
Spaces that we can create for young people, for people to know about, okay, I'm going to do A, B, and C, and there are platforms, there's a circuit for me to be able to practice this craft of mine.
Yeah.
That's what I would change
Yeah.
about
That
my
is
field.
Oh.
beautiful, Zolani.
Yeah,
I gotta
that is
ask you. You've
powerful.
done many things. Now we're taking acting, we're taking singing, we're taking motherhood, and everything beyond that. Mentorship. I don't know if this is something that you do. Is it something you'd be open to?
So the form of mentorship for me at the moment is that I'm an ambassadoress for certain projects that have to do with children. So for me, children and the idea of a sacred childhood in South Africa is something that I'd really love to be able to see in my lifetime. A sacred childhood for all kids.
Yeah.
And so I'm a champion of the Earth Child Project. I was on the board and champion of Zip Zap Circus School that offers
Yeah.
kids of
Yeah.
all walks of life circus. And then there's the Morris Isaacson Center for Music in Soweto that teaches classical instruments, classical music to kids. And I'm forgetting a couple. Mickham Music and Community, and they do work with kids from Ocean View, and they teach them classical instruments, classical music as well. So it's really, really beautiful, providing opportunities for children. Yeah, man.
Zolani, you do enough, girl.
You're doing it.
There's more
You're
to do.
doing it,
Guys,
Listen,
there's always more.
Zolani, just on the note of doing as well. I know there's one more thing you wanted to add over there that
There
you're also
is
part of.
actually
Yeah?
something that I want to add is the Sea Change Project. And the Sea Change Project is around the environment and particularly around the sea. And it's a combination of journalists, of marine biologists, of storytellers, of movie makers, of singers.
Yeah.
And we basically tell stories about the sea and we bring people and the ocean together.
Wow,
Yes.
that is
My
powerful.
goodness.
Super powerful.
Okay, on the note of being powerful and being busy and being exciting, I know you have to head out because you're heading into rehearsal, right?
I'm heading to
What's going
rehearsal.
on? What's happening?
I am putting on the biggest show, one of the biggest shows of my career.
Oh.
In a theater, and I'm seeing it as a retrospective. So it's looking at my music with Freshly Ground. It's looking at my moment with the folky element of the feminine force as the one who sings that moment in time, and then it is introducing a whole set of this music that you have heard here today before it is being released.
Wow.
And it's going to be so potent. I'm inviting people like Ricky from the Frontline, you heard it here first, to come and join me on the stage, and all of my women are going to be there playing with me on the stage, and it's going to be just amazing.
Yeah, go check it out. Go follow the journey. Go grab some tickets. Go support, and just I think don't just support Zolani, but also treat yourself.
Yes.
Because it's expensive
Yes,
music,
Chad.
man. It's
That's
expensive
it.
music.
That's
gonna be
it.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Zolani, we appreciate you.
I love you.
And thank you for constantly reinventing yourself
Yeah.
and showing that
We
you can have
must.
legs in this industry
We must transform.
and just really inspiring women today, women of the future. Man, we love you, girl.
Love you, babes.
We
Chad.
love you.
Thank
Zolani.
you, guys.
Oh my goodness. Zolani, please catch her, get your tickets. We're obsessed with her in Lunch Clubbers. I know you feel the same. Come on now.